Hello everyone, myself Ansh and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel A New Sunrise. Hope you are well and fine. So guess what we're gonna discuss in this particular video? Yes guys, we're gonna discuss some natural phenomena. We're gonna learn about some natural disasters. This is chapter number 15 of class 8 science. I am going to explain you the chapter and also going to give you the notes through all my slides. This is the part 2 of the chapter. One more video, that is part 1, have been created. You can get the link of that chapter in the description box or in the comment box. You can also get the video at my channel page. In my previous video, it means the part 1 video, we discussed about thunderstorm and lightning. In this video, we're gonna discuss about earthquake. What are the causes of earthquake and what are the precautions we must take during an earthquake or before an earthquake, and these all. So let's start the chapter. But before starting the chapter, let us see what are the topics that we're gonna cover in this particular video. First topic is earthquake. We will learn about earthquake. Second, what causes an earthquake. Third, causes of earthquake. Fourth, some terms related to earthquake. Next is seismograph. Then after we will learn about protection against earthquake. Then quake safe precautions. And at last we will study protection steps during an earthquake. Means the steps we must take when an earthquake strikes. Now let us start the chapter with our first topic, that is the earthquakes. An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth. What is an earthquake? An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth. An earthquake is the shaking of the surface of the earth resulting from a sudden release of energy in the earth's lithosphere that creates seismic waves. Earthquake is caused by a disturbance deep inside the earth's crust. Why is earthquake caused? Earthquake is caused by the disturbance which is deep inside the earth's crust. We will study about how the earthquake is caused. It is not possible that we can predict the occurrence of earthquake, when and where an earthquake can possibly strike. We can't predict it. So what is an earthquake? An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth. It is caused by a disturbance inside the earth's crust and it is not possible to predict it, that where it will strike. So this was all about earthquakes. Now let us go. First of all, let us see an image of earthquake. Now let us go towards our next topic, that is what causes an earthquake. Earthquake is caused by a disturbance deep inside the earth's crust. The tremors are caused by the disturbance deep down inside the uppermost layer of the earth called the crust. Now, earth has 3 layers. First is the crust, second is the mantle, and third is the core. Now, earthquake is caused by the disturbance in the uppermost layer of the earth, that is the crust. The uppermost or the outermost layer of the earth is not in one piece, means it is not in one particular piece. It is divided, it is fragmented, it is broken into several pieces, and each piece is called to be as each fragment or each piece is known as a plate. The outermost layer of the earth is not in one piece, it is fragmented. Each fragment is called a plate. These plates are in continuous motion. Now all these fragments are in motion, in continuous motion. Now when these plates brush past one another or a plate goes under another due to a collision, they cause disturbance in the earth's crust. When these plates brush past one another or they collide in one another, Then they cause disturbance on the upper surface of the earth, in the earth's crust also. It is this disturbance that show up as an earthquake on the earth's surface. Now this disturbance, this collision and brush passing of these plates usually shows up as an earthquake on the earth's surface. Now this is how an earthquake causes. This is the structure of earth. Now, causes of earthquake. What are the various causes of earthquake? Earthquakes occur all the time all over the earth. They are not even noticed. Many earthquakes occur all the time all over the earth and they are not even noticed. Some of the earthquakes are not even noticed. Major earthquakes are much less frequent. Means the earthquakes which causes major destruction are usually less frequent. They can cause immense damage to buildings, bridges, dams and people. These earthquakes which causes major destruction can cause immense damage to buildings, bridges, dams and also people. There can be a great loss to life and property. These earthquakes can cause a great loss to life and property. Earthquakes can also cause floods, landslides and tsunamis. They can also cause some more natural phenomena, that is floods, landslides and tsunamis. Now let us proceed to our next topic, that is some terms related to earthquake. Seismic zones. Since earthquakes are caused by the movement of plates, the boundaries of the plates are the weak zones where earthquakes are more likely to occur. We know that earthquakes are caused due to movement of the plates. So we can say that the boundaries of the plates are usually the weak zones where the occurrence of earthquake is more frequent. The weak zones are also known as seismic zones or fault zones. These weak zones are known as seismic zones, or you can also say it as fault zones. In India, the areas most threatened are Kashmir, Western and Central Himalayas, the whole of Northeast, Rann of Kutch, Rajasthan and the Indo-Gangetic Plain. The weak zones are also known as seismic or fault zone, and in India the weak zones are Kashmir, Western and Central Himalayas, the whole of Northeast, Rann of Kutch, Rajasthan and Indo-Gangetic Plain. Now this was about seismic zone. Now let us proceed to our next term that we have to define. Now that is related to earthquake. Richter scale. Richter scale is related to earthquake. The power of an earthquake is expressed in terms of a magnitude on a scale called the Richter scale. What is the power of earthquake? How much destruction it can cause? How powerful it is usually expressed in terms of a magnitude, which is measured on a scale called the Richter scale. Really destructive earthquakes have magnitudes higher than 7 on the Richter scale. Now the earthquakes which can cause immense damage, which are really destructive, usually have magnitudes higher than 7 on the Richter scale. Seismic waves. The tremors produce waves on the surface of the earth are called to be as seismic waves. Now the tremors, the disturbance usually produce waves on the surface of the earth, and these waves are only known as seismic waves. Now the focus. The focus is also known as hypocenter of an earthquake. Focus is also known as hypocenter of an earthquake. The focus is the point within the earth where an earthquake rupture starts, where actually the plates collide. The focus is the point within the earth where an earthquake rupture starts, and it is known as hypocenter. Next term is the epicenter. The epicenter is the point directly above the focus. Epicenter is the point directly above the focus on the earth's surface, and that is known as epicenter. Now let us learn about seismograph. The seismic waves are recorded by an instrument called seismograph. Which instrument is used in order to record seismic waves? That instrument is seismograph. The instrument is simply a vibrating rod or a pendulum which starts vibrating when tremors occur. A pen is attached to the vibrating system. The pen records the seismic waves on a paper which moves under it. By studying these waves, scientists can construct a complete map of the earthquake. They can also estimate its power to cause destruction. Now let us go towards our next topic, that is protection against earthquake. Earthquakes cannot be predicted. We know that earthquakes cannot be predicted, and they are highly destructive also, means they can cause immense damage also. So it is important that we take necessary precautions as for to protect ourselves all the time. People living in the seismic zones, means the plate boundaries, Earth's plate boundaries, where the earthquakes are more likely to occur, have to be specially prepared. It is a necessity that they must have to be specially prepared as for to save from any earthquake. First of all, the buildings in these zones should be so designed that they can withstand major tremors. Modern building technology can make it possible. Next topic is quake safe precautions. It is advisable to make the structure of the buildings simple so that it is quake safe. Means the earthquake does not cause any destruction on the structure of the building. Consult qualified architects and structural engineers in order to make a quake safe building. In highly seismic areas, the use of mud or timber is better than using heavy construction material. Keep roofs as light as possible. In case the structure falls, the damage will not be heavy. It is better if the cupboards and the shelves are fixed to the walls so that they do not fall easily. Be careful where you hang wall clocks, photo frames, water heaters, etc. so that in the event of an earthquake, they do not fall on peoples. Since some buildings may catch fire due to an earthquake, it is necessary that all the buildings, especially tall buildings, have firefighting equipment in the working order. Now these were the quake safe precautions. Now let us study about our last topic, that is protection steps during an earthquake. What are the protection steps that we must take when an earthquake strikes? In the event that an earthquake does strike, take the following steps to protect yourself. First is, if you are at home. If we are at home, then what are the protection steps that we must take when an earthquake strikes? Take shelter under a table and be there till the shaking stops. Stay away from tall and heavy objects that may fall on you. We must make a distance from tall and heavy objects so that they must not fall on us. If we are in bed, we must not get up. We must protect our head with a pillow. It is advisable that if we are on a bed, we must not get up. We must protect our head with a pillow. If we are outdoors, what we must do, what protection steps or measures we must take when we are outdoors. Finding a clear spot away from buildings, trees and overhead power lines. Drop to the ground. We must try to find a very clear spot where there is no buildings, trees, overhead power lines, heavy and tall objects, so that these things must not fall on us. Buildings, trees and overhead power lines can fall on us and cause damage. That's why we must find a clear spot where such things are not there, and we must drop to the ground. If we are in a car or a bus, we must not come out. We must ask the driver to drive slowly to a clear spot, and we must not come out till the tremors stop. Now, whatever we have studied, whatever topics or the concepts we have learnt about, we will revise it all through some questions. So let's start the section of revision questions. First question is, define the following terms. We have to define some terms. First term is the earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth. What is an earthquake? An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth. Now let us define our second term, that is the Earth's plate. Earth's plate. The outermost layer of the earth is crust, and it is not in one piece. It is not in one particular piece. It is fragmented. It is broken into pieces, and each fragment or each piece is called to be as a plate, and that is known as Earth's plate. Now let us go towards our next term, that is the Richter scale. The power of an earthquake is expressed in terms of a magnitude on a scale that is called to be as Richter scale. Earthquake is usually measured on a scale called to be as Richter scale. Seismograph. The instrument which is used to record the seismic waves of an earthquake is called to be as a seismograph. What is an seismograph? An instrument which is used to record seismic waves is known as seismograph. Now let us go towards our next term, that is tsunami. A long high sea wave caused by an earthquake or other disturbance is known to be as tsunami. A long high sea wave usually caused by an earthquake or any other disturbance is called to be as tsunami. Crust. The earth is made up of three different layers: the crust, the mantle and the core. The outermost layer of the earth is known as crust. What is crust? The earth is made up of three different layers: the crust, the mantle and the core, and the outermost layer of the earth is known to be as crust. Seismic waves. Seismic zones. The boundaries of the Earth's plate are the weak zones where earthquakes are more likely to occur, where major earthquakes are frequent. The weak zones are also known as seismic or fault zones. These weak zones are known as seismic or fault zones. Now let us go towards our next term, that is the seismic wave. The tremors produce waves. The tremors of the earthquake produce waves on the earth's surface, on the surface of the earth. Now these are known as seismic waves. Epicenter. The epicenter is the point directly above the focus at the surface of the earth. Focus. The focus is the point within the earth where an earthquake rupture starts. The focus is also known as hypocenter of an earthquake. What is an focus? What is the focus? The focus is the point within the earth where an earthquake rupture starts. The focus is also known as hypocenter of the earthquake. Now let us go towards our next revision question, that is name the following. First statement is, it is also known as hypocenter of an earthquake. What is known as a hypocenter of an earthquake? Focus. Focus is known as hypocenter of an earthquake. What is focus? Focus is the point where an earthquake rupture starts, and it is known as hypocenter of an earthquake. It is an instrument which is used to record seismic waves. Which instrument is used to record seismic wave? That is the seismograph. Seismograph is the instrument which is used to record seismic waves. It is the scale on which the destructive energy of an earthquake is measured, which is a scale which is used to measure the magnitude of an earthquake, and that is known to be as a Richter scale. It is the outermost layer of the earth which is fragmented. Which is the outermost layer of the earth which is fragmented? That is the crust. Crust is the outermost layer of the earth, and it is fragmented. It is broken into several pieces. List any three disasters that an earthquake can cause. Floods, landslides and tsunamis are the three disasters that an earthquake can cause. So hereby guys, we have completed this revision question also. Now let us proceed to our next revision question, that is, list 3 states in India where earthquakes are more likely to occur. and we have listed 5 states. States where earthquakes are more likely to occur in India are Jammu and Kashmir, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Assam, Bihar. What are the states where earthquakes are more likely to occur in India are Jammu and Kashmir, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Assam and Bihar. Now let us proceed to our next revision question, that is, list 3 measures we must take to protect ourselves when an earthquake strikes. First step, or you can say the first measure that we have wrote is take shelter under a table. We must take a shelter under a table and be there till the shaking stops. If we are outside, then we must find a clear spot away from the buildings, trees and overhead power lines. We must drop to the ground. We must stay away from tall and heavy objects that may fall on us. Now, hereby guys, we have completed the last revision question also. So, hereby we have completed the whole chapter. In this video, we discussed about the earthquake. We have completed the chapter. Hope you liked our video. In my next video, we will go to chapter number 16. Thanks a lot for watching my video guys. Hope you like it. Please do like and share my video. Also subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any latest update. Comment if you have any feedback or doubt related to chapter. Thanks a lot for watching guys. Here is Ansh signing off for the day. Bye bye.